Mosam is going to initiate. We're waiting for everyone. Now everyone's here. And so Mosam from the third year is going to take over and just welcome everybody.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mosam Khan. Welcome to Old Tour Club, an event organized by all the tour members for our event planning, marketing, and management services exams. We are all thrilled to have you for a memorable evening dedicated to the renowned hospitality icon, Mr. Prithviraj Singh Oberoi. Mr. Prithviraj Singh Oberoi followed in the stride of his father, Mr. Mohan Singh Oberoi, and his late brother, Tilak Raj Singh, and is the visionary behind the prestigious Oberoi Group of Hotels. His commitment to excellence and personalized service has set new standards in the industry. Tonight, we honor his legacy and the luxurious experiences he has curated for his guests all around the world. Why did we choose this theme? Through this event, we hope to pay homage to late Mr. Prithviraj Singh Oberoi's contributions to the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening is a toast and tribute to Mr. Vicky Oberoi. Enjoy the dinner and have a splendid evening. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Aaron Castellano, along with my colleague Aaron Barnes, will be reading for you an article by Miss Bachchi Karkaria. Miss Karkaria was the individual who wrote Dare to Dream, which is the candid biography of Rai Bahadur Singh Oberoi. We really wish she could have graced us with her presence, but since she could not make it, we're going to honor her and the relationship she had with the whole Oberoi family by reading this article. Prithviraj Singh, Vicky Oberoi, who passed away on Tuesday, 14 November 2023, at the age of 94, inherited the legend of India's first exclusive hotelier. But the mantle wasn't his by birth. Tilak Raj Singh, Tiki, was the indulged firstborn. But Rai Bahadur Mohan Singh Oberoi had reluctantly realized that faith was better reposed in the less flamboyant but more solid younger son. Arguably, like the abbess had, being second, he tried harder and succeeded spectacularly. Vicky stepped down as chairman emeritus of the Oberoi Group in 2022, but in his 50 years of de facto leadership, he acquired a formidable reputation for the spectacularly and pernickety eye for the spec. In the early years of innkeeping, his parents had learned that you could not build palaces without also keeping a watch on the price of potatoes. But with Vicky, luxury became an obsession. And the only way to burnish it was to bring to bear upon it his equally legendary attention to detail. But it came at a price and blood pressure. There's not a single general manager in charge of a project in the making who doesn't have a story of destroy to create. Mr. Oberoi ordered the ripping off of the entire lighting of a corridor at the Amar Vilas Agra because as a whole, the lighting wasn't at the right level. Mr. Oberoi ordered the ripping off of the tiles at the swimming pool at Vanya Vilas because as a whole, they did not create the right shade of blue. The GM in charge of the Garganthan restoration of Shimla's the Cecile, where Rai Bahadur had begun as a full club record. When I summoned the courage to ask him the budget, Mr. Oberoi retorted, "A budget is not for you to do. Your job is to create a guest experience beyond compare." But the pressure didn't stop the competition. If anything, it got more demanding. The bosses insisted that GMs personally check 10 rooms a day, saying it's an additional eye and you should know what you're actually offering the guest. Vicky would walk into the room and know at a glance that the carpet has been vigorously shampooed instead of being washed with a gentle detergent, or because of the lack of chromatic coordination in the zinnias. His rationale was, millions of rupees have gone into the creating of the brand, the restaurants, the clothes of the GM, the choice of silver. A sloppily placed comma could undermine everything. Textbook gurus might disparage the style of disempowering micromanagement. But the insider opinion was, Mr. Oberoi is like a benevolent spider in the middle of a golden web and has a foot on each thread. The boss's unwavering mantra was, the devil is in the details.
Wow!
I'll be continuing the second half. Vicky Oberoi inherited a world very different from the one in which Rai Bahadur built his empire. With freedom from the socialist chastity belt came a new high of expectations and the congenital compulsion to exceed them. He said, the competition today is huge. Most of the international chains are in India, and it's not the two-horse race of Rai Bahadur's early days. Competition is a double-edged rapier affecting both staff and the clients you can draw or lose. While sharing insights for a sequel to his father's biography, he provided a universally applicable one. Hotels are like showbiz. You have to come up with a new act every time. He decided that his hotels were not going to be the big boisterous kind, with children tearing down the lobbies, lifts or restaurants. It knocked off a large chunk of customers, but that's the call he made. He also concluded that right size matters. From experience, we've decided on smaller hotels. Resorts should be no more than 125 rooms. You don't want 100 people jostling in the pool or not be able to get a reservation in the spa. City hotels should also be between 200 and 300 rooms. Between that, you can't maintain quality. In a large hotel, you tend to become a room number. Over the decades, Rai Bahadur had created a stack of manuals to ensure not just perfection, but prosaic consistency. However, in the mid-1990s, Vicky realized that they were going too much by the book and too little by the feel. Change turned on two pivots: an internal brainstorming, soul-searching, heart-wrenching exercise codenamed Stargate, and an outside-in study of the organization conducted by McKinsey. Arguably, Vicky's most spectacular contribution was the Vilas brand. He said, "We give fantasy bathrooms, often with their own walled gardens. We took a year to develop the right toiletries. There should be an eroticism to a resort suite. As soon as you enter, your mind should start dreaming about what you're going to do with. Their wow quotient long predated the Insta diva. Vicky came into the ring, donning not the wrestler's pugnacity, but in the suit of the matador. To understand where he took hoteliering, don't go to his sharply cut business hotels or sybaritic resorts. Go to nondescript Naila village outside Jaipur. Here, he created Fort Prithviraj, his very private residence with very English drawing room, his favored rosewood toilet seats, and liveried retinue serving gourmet canapes at the swimming pool. The gentleman hotelier was in a class of one with an inborn taste for fine cigars, and had shirts hand-stitched by gentlemen tailors of hoary repute. With a belief in correctness, the industry acknowledges the benchmarks he set, and the benefits he wrested from all arms of the government. Vicky redefined the legacy that he inherited. His son Vikram and nephew Arjun have a bigger legend to live up to, and a more temperamental industry in which to do so. Thank you.
Super. Oh, man. cocktail hour. We shall now proceed to our training restaurant for dinner. Your individual servers will escort you to the restaurant. Thank you.
Thank you.